Three superpowers, three tank doctrines, three completely different answers to the same question. What does the perfect main battle tank look like in 2025? The United States has the most technologically advanced armor ever fielded. China has the largest modernization program in history. Russia has the most combat-tested fleet on Earth. Today, Iron Protocol compares every tank fleet across the three biggest military powers on the planet. First category, primary main battle tank. The United States fields the M1A2 SEP V3 Abrams, 73 tons of classified composite armor, a 120mm M256 smoothbore gun, and trophy active protection now being fitted across the fleet. It has the most sophisticated fire control of any tank in service, and its armor composition has never been publicly confirmed. In the Gulf War, its first generation destroyed over 2,000 Iraqi vehicles without a single loss to enemy fire. China's primary MBT is the Type 99A, a 58-ton tank with a 125mm auto-loaded gun, composite armor assessed as comparable to mid-generation Western designs, and a laser dazzler active protection system on the turret roof. China operates approximately 600 Type 99A tanks in its premier formations. No Type 99A has seen confirmed combat. Its real-world performance remains theoretical. Russia's frontline answer is the T-90M Prorv, a new welded turret, upgraded 125mm gun, and relict ERA that substantially improves protection against tandem warheads. It has been confirmed in combat in Ukraine, surviving some Western anti-tank hits while remaining vulnerable to Javelin top attack and Lancet strikes. Russia produces approximately 100 T-90M tanks per year. Verdict: the Abrams leads in crew survivability, electronics, and combat-proven performance. The Type 99A matches it on paper, but has no combat record. The T-90M is the only one that has been tested in a peer-level war, with mixed results. Next category, total fleet size. The United States operates approximately 5,500 M1 Abrams tanks across all variants in active Army and Marine Corps service, with several thousand more in reserve storage. That figure makes it the largest Western tank fleet by a significant margin. Peak production capacity is limited. The U.S. can produce approximately 100 Abrams per year at the Lima, Ohio plant. China operates the largest tank fleet on Earth, approximately 5,800 tanks in active PLA service across Type 99A, Type 96B, Type 96A, and older Type 88 variants. Annual production capacity is assessed at over 600 tanks per year across multiple Norinco facilities. China has been quietly replacing older variants at a pace no other nation matches. Russia entered the Ukraine war with approximately 3,300 tanks in active service and several thousand more in long-term storage. Confirmed losses in Ukraine have exceeded 3,000 tanks, according to Oryx open-source tracking, forcing Russia to pull T-62s from storage last used in Soviet-era exercises. Current active fleet size is difficult to assess precisely because Russia is simultaneously losing and regenerating armor. Verdict: China wins on numbers. The United States wins on average capability per vehicle. Russia's fleet size is in active decline for the first time in its history. Next category, firepower. The Abrams fires the M829A4 APF SDS round, a depleted uranium penetrator assessed as the most capable kinetic energy anti-armor round in NATO service, capable of defeating any known tank armor at combat ranges. It also fires the AMP multi-purpose round with programmable fuse settings for bunkers, vehicles, and personnel. The 120mm M256 gun's muzzle velocity exceeds 1,700 meters per second. The Type 99A fires a 125mm APF SDS round through its ZPT-98 gun. China has not publicly confirmed the penetration performance of its latest ammunition, but Western assessments place it broadly comparable to Russian 3B M60 performance. The autoloader cycles around every 7 seconds, slightly slower than a well-trained human loader. China has also developed a gun-launched anti-tank missile for the Type 99A that engages targets at ranges the standard round cannot reach. Russia's T-90M fires the 3B M60 Svinets 2 APF SDS penetrator, assessed by NATO as the most capable Russian anti-armor round currently in production. At 1,700 meters per second muzzle velocity, it matches Western performance figures. Russia also fields the 9M119M reflex gun-launched missile, giving the T-90M an anti-tank engagement range of up to 5 kilometers that the Abrams cannot match with standard ammunition. Verdict: all three are lethal against each other at combat ranges. Russia's gun-launched missile gives the T-90M a standoff advantage. The Abrams depleted uranium penetrator gives it a marginal edge in kinetic energy performance. The Type 99A's autoloader gives China a theoretical rate of fire advantage over manually loaded Western tanks. Next category: armor and protection. The Abrams armor package is classified. The exact composition of its chobam-derived composite has never been publicly disclosed. The SEP V3 upgrade adds trophy active protection, which has demonstrated the ability to intercept RPGs, ATGMs, and loitering munitions in Israeli service, with over 100 confirmed kills. Its classified armor is assessed by open-source analysts as the best all-round protection of any tank currently in service. The Type 99A uses a composite armor package with ERA tiles on the turret cheeks and hull front. Western assessments rate it as broadly equivalent to mid-1990s Western composite in frontal protection, better than older Russian designs, but below the current Abrams standard. China has not fitted a proven active protection system equivalent to trophy to the Type 99A in production quantities. The T-90M's relict ERA package significantly improves protection against tandem warheads over the previous Contact 5 system, but ERA is a one-shot solution, defeated once its reactive tiles are expended. Ukraine war data shows T-90Ms surviving initial ATGM hits that would have destroyed older variants, but succumbing to follow-up strikes or top-attack weapons. Russia's lack of a fielded active protection system equivalent to trophy is its most significant survivability gap. Verdict: the Abrams leads on protection. Classified composite plus trophy is the most comprehensive armor package in service. The T-90M has the most combat-tested ERA, but no active protection. The Type 99A sits between them with limited real-world validation. Next category: mobility and range. The Abrams is powered by an AGT-1500 gas turbine engine producing 1,500 horsepower, giving it exceptional power-to-weight ratio and acceleration, but a fuel consumption rate that makes logistics intensive. Its operational range on a single fuel load is approximately 426 kilometers on roads and significantly less cross-country. The gas turbine's jet engine noise signature makes it audible from several kilometers away, a tactical disadvantage in ambush-prone terrain. The Type 99A uses a 1,500 horsepower diesel engine with a range of approximately 500 kilometers, significantly better than the Abrams on a single load. Diesel is also more fuel-efficient in terms of logistics, requiring less supply chain infrastructure per kilometer traveled. China's investment in diesel power plants reflects a doctrine prioritizing operational range over the power-weight performance of turbine engines. The T-90M uses a V92S2F diesel engine producing 1,130 horsepower, less powerful than either the Abrams or Type 99A, but more fuel-efficient. Its operational range is approximately 550 kilometers on roads, the longest of the three. Russia's experience in vast operational theaters has consistently prioritized range over peak power output in its tank designs. Verdict: Russia wins on range. The United States wins on peak power and acceleration. China sits between them with the best balance of power and endurance. All three are operationally mobile across the terrains they are designed to fight in. Next category: combat record. The Abrams has the most extensive confirmed combat record of any tank currently in service: Gulf War, Iraq, and sustained operations across the Middle East for 3 decades. In the Gulf War, it achieved a kill ratio against Iraqi T-72s assessed at over 100-to-1. In Ukraine, M1A1 variants supplied to the Ukrainian army have been lost to Lancet loitering munitions and FPV drone attacks, the first confirmed Abrams combat losses in any conflict. The Type 99A has no confirmed combat record. China has not committed its most advanced armor to any conflict. Its performance against modern anti-tank systems remains entirely theoretical, which is precisely why China studies the Ukraine war data with more intensity than almost any other military on Earth. Russia's T-90M has the most recent and most extensive combat record of the three, and the most complex. It has demonstrated survivability improvements over older variants while proving vulnerable to trophy-equivalent weapons it was not designed to face. Russia's overall tank losses in Ukraine are the largest of any armored force since World War II. Verdict: the Abrams has the deepest combat history and the best historical kill ratio. The T-90M has the most current combat data, both positive and negative. The Type 99A is an unknown quantity that no conflict has yet tested. Subscribe to Iron Protocol for complete modern warfare system breakdowns.